Welcome to this lesson on homogeneous mixtures and solutions. In this video, we will explore one of the most important concepts in chemistry, understanding uniform mixtures where components are evenly distributed. Solutions are all around us in our daily lives, from the water we drink to the air we breathe. Let's dive in and discover what makes these mixtures so special and how they behave. A homogeneous mixture is a mixture with uniform composition throughout, where components are evenly distributed and cannot be visibly distinguished. The key characteristic that makes a mixture homogeneous is that it has the same properties and appearance in every part of the mixture. When you look at a homogeneous mixture, you cannot see the individual components because they are mixed so thoroughly at the molecular level. Every sample you take from any part of the mixture will have exactly the same composition and properties. Solutions are a special type of homogeneous mixture that consist of two main components. The first component is called the solute, which is the substance being dissolved and is present in a smaller amount. The second component is the solvent, which is the substance doing the dissolving and is present in a larger amount. For example, when you dissolve sugar in water, sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. The solvent breaks apart the solute particles and distributes them evenly throughout the mixture. Solutions have four key characteristics that help us identify them. First, they have a transparent or translucent appearance, meaning light can pass through them. Second, the components do not separate on standing, so even if you leave a solution undisturbed for a long time, the solute will not settle at the bottom. Third, solutions cannot be separated by filtration because the solute particles are too small to be caught by a filter. And fourth, the particles in a solution exist at the molecular or ionic level, which means they are extremely tiny and completely dispersed throughout the solvent. Solutions can be classified into three main types based on the physical state of the solvent. Liquid solutions have a liquid as the solvent, and these are the most common types we encounter, such as salt water or sugar dissolved in tea. Gaseous solutions have a gas as the solvent, with air being the perfect example where oxygen, nitrogen, and other gases are mixed uniformly. Solid solutions have a solid as the solvent, and these are commonly known as alloys, such as brass, which is a mixture of copper and zinc metals. Let's look at some common examples of solutions we encounter every day. Salt water is formed when salt dissolves in water and is found in our oceans and can also be made at home. Air is a gaseous solution containing a mixture of gases including nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and others, all evenly distributed. Brass is a solid solution or alloy made of copper and zinc, commonly used in musical instruments and door handles. Vinegar is a liquid solution where acetic acid is dissolved in water, and we use it in cooking and cleaning. Solutions have several important properties that chemists study. Concentration refers to the amount of solute present in a given amount of solution. Solubility is the maximum amount of solute that can dissolve in a solvent at a specific temperature and pressure. Dilution is the process of reducing the concentration of a solution by adding more solvent to it. And saturation is the point where no more solute can dissolve in the solvent at that temperature, meaning the solution has reached its maximum capacity for holding the solute. Three main factors affect how much solute can dissolve in a solvent. Temperature plays a crucial role, as increasing temperature generally increases the solubility of most solid solutes in liquids, but decreases the solubility of gases in liquids. Pressure mainly affects the solubility of gases in liquids, where higher pressure increases gas solubility, which is why carbonated drinks are bottled under high pressure. The nature of solute and solvent is also important, as the chemical properties of both substances determine whether they will mix well together, following the principle that like dissolves like, meaning polar solvents dissolve polar solutes and nonpolar solvents dissolve nonpolar solutes.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.